field to eat hot dogs on the butt fumble. Like, literally calling a timeout so he can sneak off the field to eat a hot dog.
Well, no, the funny thing about that...
You can't perform on an empty stomach.
Is, let me tell you, I don't know if anyone here watched it. Did anyone watch Hard Knocks?
No,
Yeah.
I've never watched Hard Knocks.
Fitzpatrick brings this up to Winston, and he tells him, he's like, did you have you found the ever elusive hot dog? And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah. So you get chips for a snack halftime. He's like, what are you talking about hot dog? He's like, they're in the back for the training staff. It's the ever elusive hot dog. They're out there. He's like, and then he just stops for a second. And he leans back. He's like, it's a true story. He's like, just don't be an idiot. Eat one on the sidelines like Sanchez.
That's great. That is great. He called a timeout to sneak off the field to eat a damn hot dog.
Yeah.
Like, what?
This, ladies and gentlemen,
is Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez.
Back to Lions-Cardinals. Carson Palmer. It's one game.
It's not one game. It's all of last season.
You should be nervous if you're a Cardinals fan, though.
Cardinals need to start looking towards the future.
They should start getting on the tank train.
Balk for Falk.
Right, they should be right behind the Jets on tank train.
Palmer's done. I don't see Larry Fitz wanting to do this much longer. I mean, what does he really need to do other than run his
Super
wing?
Bowl.
He wants to win a Super
But I mean,
Bowl,
if that's the case,
he's
the way things are going, he's got to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could honestly see the Cowboys.
Okay.
I can honestly see the Cowboys pursuing him.
I wouldn't
midway through the season.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Put
or
it
the
out
Giants.
Of the possibility. I wouldn't put him out of the realm of possibilities. I could see someone like Green Bay looking for him.
Yeah, Green Bay would be a great fit for him.
I mean, somewhere that's going to give him a quarterback that can deliver the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into the Giants game, but that doesn't seem like the Giants would be a good fit. They can't block long enough to pass it.
No. The Giants were stupid last year. They should have went to the Cowboys, offered them, what's his name? Jonathan Hankins for Chaz Green. That would have been the smart thing to do.
It would have been smart to go out and get linemen, but that wasn't even possible.
Anyways, let's continue on. We got probably...
Oh, DJ going down, by the way. Dustin,
we'll get to it.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, that's a huge blow to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But not to my fantasy team, because I didn't take him.
I don't own him anywhere.
Let's see. Next game, one of the bigger surprises, Jacksonville 29, Houston 7.
Would have seen that coming.
I didn't.
And, that's the thing. None of the Jaguars players were even that, impressive.
No.
Well, I mean, that defense finally played like they look on paper.
Well, that defense has always been good. The offense just can't get them.
I understand, but the defense, they showed that from top to bottom they were good.
I mean, the Giants have a good defense, right? Great defense.
Yeah.
Didn't look it.
No.
Why? Because they were on the field for 27 or 30 minutes in the first half.
Too, and I think
Fournette looked good.
Fournette is what helped, I think, Jacksonville, because the defense didn't have to stay on the field as long because Fournette was able to chew up chunks of yards and
they
take
lost
the clock
Allen
down.
Robinson
And he's
for the
also
season, which is gonna
what else is new?
He's
I mean, how
monster.
often do I know, but how often do wide receivers go down there? They seem to go down all the time. It's like the San Diego Chargers for the East Coast. I'm sorry, Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, get it right.
True.
But no, Leonard Fournette adds a dimension beyond running that not many other teams have. He can pass protect.
Oh, dude, by the way, I thought he was so much bigger. It must have been in college because he does not look big in the NFL.
No.
He's much smaller.
Yeah.
In college, he looked huge. He does not look that way now.
And it was really funny because after he said, after the preseason game, this doesn't seem hard. It's not as fast as I thought it would be. We're like, you're playing the Texans defense week 1.
He's
this doesn't seem hard.
Yeah.
Easier than I thought it would be.
Although, how much are the Texans kicking themselves for Brown holding out on the line? He's like, you sure you don't want to pay me?
Yeah.
You sure?
No, yeah, that's holdouts. That's what Odell Beckham is doing. He is passive-aggressively holding out.
I don't know.
He's not hurt.
But Texans,
even if he is, and if it's such a small injury, I'd rather him not push the issue.
Texans, I think, are going to have Watson starting going forward.
Yeah, although he might be injured.
He might be. I didn't see that.
Yeah, when did he go down?
No, there was something. His ankle
afterwards. Oh,
yeah.
Whatever. Houston's slow. Somebody lit the match, and that dumpster starting to go up.
I don't think Watson is starting because he's better than Savage. I think he's starting because he can avoid being killed.
No, that's possible.
That's
Savage
literally
can't
what it
get out
is.
of his way. And I mean, teams know that the only person they have to stop is DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, that and Lamar Miller didn't look good either.
No.
Miller hasn't looked good since
He
the
was in
season
Miami.
before last. He wasn't. He was bad last year. I don't think he's all he was hyped up. He's all he was hyped up to be.
He was behind a great offensive line in Miami. He had the legitimate threat of a passing game, so they had to honor Ryan Tannehill to Jarvis Landry to.
And now he has none of that.
Yeah.
Maybe Watson to Hop will be a new thing. Hopefully for any Hop owners.
Hopson.
Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully for Hopkins, because that guy's got to be wanting to get the first bus out of there.
Well, no, he just got a massive contract. I'm sure he's pretty happy. He's
Yeah,
got
well,
a huge extension.
Yeah,
and-
I'm just saying money can only dry the pain of or the tears of losing
Yeah,
so much before you get frustrated.
who was
it?
These are great competitors, and they're in here this league for a reason.
Was it Brian Urlacher when they were asking him like why he took a lot less money than he could have? He said because money is money, winning's everything.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's the case. There's only so many
Was it
people
him?
who are okay with losing, and those people are like Kyle Orton and Jay Cutler. Like they're the only ones that are like, yeah, fine, whatever. I was like, are
Keep
you
paying
paying me?
me. Yeah.
Is the check clear? Oh, I'm good.
Buccaneers versus Dolphins did not happen
Shame.
because and we're going to talk about this
It's
like
gonna be
right
a good.
now.
It's gonna be a good late season matchup, I think.
It's
though.
not. It's going to be absolutely sloppy. It's going to be terrible. And the NFL just royally screwed these two teams.
They royally screwed Miami more than anyone. Because Miami still has to go out and play in London this year.
That's
And they don't get a break.
that's
true.
what I'm saying.
That's true.
Regardless of if they have to play in London, these two teams,
that's
two
brutal.
playoff teams, don't get a bye week.
Miami's a prospective playoff team with Cutler.
Both teams are playoff contenders. Playoff
They're both contenders.
Okay,
They're
contenders until Jay Cutler sabotages it.
Yeah.
They're
Cutler
both playoff contenders.
Could easily sink that ship.
He doesn't want to have to play any more games than he has. Let's be real.
Well, I mean, we all know Matt Moore's going to come in for the playoffs anyways.
Yeah, exactly. If they make it that far, because there's no
It'd
way.
be
Cutler's going to be like,
flawless.
listen, I said 16 weeks. You didn't say anything about 17.
Both of these teams are fringe playoff teams, right?
I think the Bucks
I think the Bucks are
a
for real.
You
playoff
think they're
lock.
solidly in?
I think they're in.
I think they win that division.
You think they do better than Atlanta?
Yes.
I
Okay.
don't think they beat Atlanta, but I think they're
I
the
don't
wild
think they
card.
do beat
I think they're
Atlanta.
the top wild card.
So
That being said,
Jameis to Evans.
obviously I think they win the
Beautiful.
division, but they are definitely getting into the playoffs. There's no doubt about it.
even
Actually,
without the bye week,
I think so.
with how bad the Saints looked, that's not going to be a problem.
the Saints and the Panthers weren't really the issue. The issue going in were the Lions, the Giants, Cowboys, Eagles, and the Packers.
Cowboys are going to win their division.
Lions look like they got lucky to get that win.
I don't think so.
Lions are probably going to be the other
Wild card.
wild card. Well, it's gonna be a race still, but I think the Bucks are.
Yeah, I think Tampa's
You
a
think
playoff
Bucks
team.
are
really gonna take a
solidly
step
in.
forward this
Okay.
year.
I think
If they
I
don't
thought
get in,
that
they barely miss it.
I had that's the thing. I had them being the second wild card. Now I think they're going to miss it because they're not going to get a break.
That may have a factor in it, but they have the talent, and if they're not in this year, be concerned, NFC South, because they have what they need on offense, and they're just going to go out and get better defensive play. McCoy's
They're a real running back away from being a Super Bowl team.
Well, that being said, everything coming out of their camp is saying Doug Martin is looking like old Doug Martin and not who he was the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But
That's
that
all
being
good.
said, he also got a slap in the face with his DWI charge.
Right.
So,
But Jacquizz Rodgers is nothing to.
no, he's not a
sneeze at.
slap, but he's not a. I mean, I just don't see.
He's not-
I
yeah,
don't
he's
see
not
number
an
one
all-star.
running back.
He's like what
like,
LeGarrette Blount was. You put him in a goal line situations, he'll score touchdowns.
Well, no, he can catch too, though.
Yeah, he can do a little more than Blunt can.
He can do everything. He just doesn't do anything extremely well. But
No,
he's a nice guy to have if that's your backup running back.
Yeah, he's
That's-
a good RB2 on an actual NFL team.
Yeah.
Okay. Raiders 26, Titans 16.
That was actually a pretty good
That was a
game.
good
as well.
game. Yeah, Raiders
Between-
are my favorite AFC team.
This honestly could be the AFC Championship game.
Although
It really
Kansas
could.
City just jumped up in my rankings too.
That division is going to be a dogfight. The AFC West. Oakland looked good. Kansas City looked great against New England, and it was a heck of a game between two
Broncos and
the Broncos and Chargers. I really thought the Broncos were not going to be as good on offense as they looked last night. They looked a lot better than I thought Simeon was going to be.
I
knocked
think
out before that game. I just watched highlights today.
honestly, I think
I only made it to the third. I got work. I got business.
Yeah.
I honestly think next week you're going to see the Cowboys just have their way with the Broncos. I really do.
Where are you?
Cowboys are a better team.
Home?
Yeah.
Are you
No,
in
they're
Denver?
in Denver.
I don't know.
I think
Playing in Denver
Have their way.
different.
No, I think they're going to win, and I don't think it's going to be a super close game. But I don't think they're going to destroy.
I'm going to tell you
it's at
right
least
now.
a 2-score game.
No.
Yes.
No. I am. This is going to be the worst game to date in his career for Dax Prescott.
Is this his first time at Mile High?
It's his first time going up against a defense that's literally that stacked.
No,
They
the Giants have a better defense.
No, they do.
Giants last year, Hankins, Snacks Harrison, Olivier Vernon, Jason Pierre-Paul, Landon Collins, Jack Rabbit, Eli Apple, Rogers Cromartie, Mark Herzlich, better defense.
But the secondary was ranked number 1 in the NFL last year in Denver. That is a different perspective. That's not the same.
Say the Cowboys win by 6. That's what I'll give it.
Yeah,
I'll see them win by a touchdown or a field goal, but I
I'm
think
giving
it's going
the
to be closer
Cowboys 10.
than you think.
I think it's
points.
going to be Cowboys by 10.
I think it's going to be 10 point because the Cowboys are just a much more complete team than Denver is. Denver has a great defense, and yes, their offense looked functional, but it's against the Chargers defense.
If there's one thing the
that's
Cowboys
not anything
can
to be concerned.
No,
with.
but
if there's one thing the Cowboys offensive line can do, that's eliminate a pass rush, and that's what they.
And you have to play honest against the Cowboys offense. You can't stack the box at all because
you're
Dak
afraid
will
of
beat you in
Ezekiel
the
running,
air,
you're afraid of
and-
Dak running,
yeah.
you're afraid of Dak throwing.
Yeah.
Des Bryant's a great wide receiver.
Cole
Bryce
Beasley.
Butler's good. Cole Beasley can catch
behind the back
anything thrown
apparently.
to him. Terrence Williams, he gets hurt, rolls his ankle, goes back in for X-rays. It's like, tape that up. I'm going back out.
Yeah, I think
Jason
the
Witten?
Cowboys. I think the
Yeah.
Cowboys have
my
that.
brother this week in fantasy, he had
Oh.
Odell Beckham. So what does he do? He swaps out Odell Beckham, puts in Terrence Williams off of waivers.
I took the Cowboys defense out, put the Giants in.
Did you?
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
All right.
I played 2 people with New England's defense, and that was lovely.
Yep.
Thursday night, I was like, "Ooh, this feels good already."
Ouch.
Eagles 30, Redskins 17. Much closer game than it appears.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Do we even need to mention the next game?
No.
What is it?
Los Angeles Rams versus Indianapolis
my
Colts.
No.
God, the Rams.
Nope.
The Rams. I mean, I know the Colts defense is bad, but the Rams offense is doing
The
something
Colts
right.
offense is terrible.
Oh,
Tolzien was awful. You
They're-
know it's
they're
bad
bad
when
on
you put in a
both sides.
quarterback who's been there for 8
Yeah,
days.
yeah, they're putting in
And you
Brissett.
still
Yep.
do better.
Yep.
Listen,
They need luck.
Andrew
and-
Luck is not playing next week.
No,
He's
he's
already
not.
been
He's
ruled
not
out.
playing until week 6.
Let me ask you this question honestly, because people have been talking about should they just sit him for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Who do we see on an NFL field first? Andrew Luck or Teddy Bridgewater?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a very
That's a
good
good question.
Because this
Luck
seems
if
like
they try and
this,
push him back this year.
this seems like it could
Knowing the Colts,
end.
it's going to be luck because they're dumb and
It could end
they don't
Luck's
know how to
career.
protect-
His career might
protect
be
Colt.
over.
Well, the thing that
protect
bothers
Luck.
me about Luck is I'm going to say Luck because Luck has a tendency to lie. He lies about his injuries. He didn't tell the entire team for a whole year that he broke 2 of his ribs.
Yeah.
And it's not like people are like, well, no, he would have done x-rays. Not if he doesn't say anything. Like, they're not going to just randomly be like, hey, we're giving you x-rays because we don't trust you. Like, they don't do that. So he went a whole season without telling his team that he had broken ribs. And it clearly affected his throwing motion. That explained why we saw a dip in his play.
Mm-hmm.
So, is he likely to lie about how he's feeling to physical therapists? Precedent says yes.
If all I'm saying
Maybe.
is if I'm the Colts, I go tank mode. I try and trade Andrew Luck.
Trade him?
Yeah.
I
He-
don't